It's in the name.
Welcome into Season 3, the good old-fashioned Dislike podcast, where dynasties never die, and hate is an extreme word, but just barely. This episode is brought to you by our new children's book about anxiety, The Adventures of Ben and Travis, and the Worrycoaster. Pre-order your copy at benandtravis.com/books today. On this podcast, we pick a football rivalry, and we submit that rivalry to the panel of Dislike. They will come up with the reasons why we like one team, dislike one team, and vice versa. By the end, we come to a conclusion of where loyalties lie, mainly based on non-football things, but you guessed it, that's what's so much fun. Be sure to tell us in the comments who you're rooting for in the big game when the Stanford Cardinal travels to Berkeley to face the California Golden Bears. These teams met for the first time on March 19th, 1892. They play for the Stanford Axe. The all-time series is led by Stanford, 66, 53, and 11. Stanford finished 3-9 last year. Cal finished 6-7. Now to the professionals of dislike. This week's Golden Dislike goes out to people who claim to be tree huggers, but then plan on beating them this weekend. Hypocrites. The uniform like goes to Stanford and their Alabama imitation uniforms. Shout out to both these teams for their mascots, although the Cardinal is pretty confusing. Socialism, dislike. Communism, dislike. Marxism, dislike. The left coast, dislike. Saving the world from plastic straws, dislike. Alabama has faced Stanford twice in the Rose Bowl with one win and one tie, like. Ties are like kissing your sister. This ain't Knoxville, says the guy who has double first cousins. Cal avenged their loss to the Auburn Tigers in 2023 with a win on the Plains this year, like. Walking steadily uphill for 30 minutes and sweating profusely when arriving at Cal Stadium, dislike. Enjoying the beautiful scenery surrounding Cal Stadium, like. Alcatraz, like. Mimicking Sean Connery's Welcome to the Rock from the movie about Alcatraz, like. San Francisco Giants Oracle Park, like. Muir Woods? I don't know if I said that right. Either way, like. Not requiring the use of air conditioning in homes, like. Lombard Street, like. Condoleezza Rice from Birmingham, Alabama worked at Stanford, like. Having to contemplate the difference between Stanford and Samford, dislike. People who believe Mark Ingram stole Toby Gerhardt's Heisman, dislike. People who believe Derrick Henry stole Christian McCaffrey's Heisman, crazy. Whistling for a lost canary before 7 a.m. is illegal in Berkeley. As if I needed any other reason not to go to San Francisco, any person classified as ugly may not legally walk down any street. My top 5 least favorite California politicians. I'm just kidding. That would be impossible to choose. My top 5 college football radio calls. Number 5, my personal recording of the Kick Six at the College Football Hall of Fame, including references for the lack of toilet paper on the plains and cow tipping. Number 4, anytime Alabama announcer Chris Stewart says, "Let's get out of here," because I'm usually feeling the same. Number 3, the play-by-play from the California Golden Bear Marshawn Lynch taking the injury cart for a joyride. Number 2, the band is out on the field from the play between Stanford and Cal in 1982. Number 1, the Georgia Bulldog radio call of the 2nd and 26 overtime Bama National Championship win. California politics and politicians, dislike. Not you, Ronald Reagan. Osteria restaurant near Stanford is highly rated. Sounds good to me. The Ocean View Diner in Berkeley sounds good too. When are they going to produce the opposite version of the Beverly Hillbillies about people fleeing California? Summer Sanders, Janet Evans, Thomas Sowell, and Victor Davis Hanson are Stanford Cardinal. Legend, like legend, legend. Incredible Hulk TV star Bill Bixby, Chris Pine, Ashley Judd, and Greg Gutfeld are Golden Bears. Number 1, anger issues. Meh, like, and like. Christian McCaffrey, Andrew Luck, and John Elway are Stanford legends. Marshawn Lynch, Ron Rodgers, and Tony Gonzalez are Golden Bear legends. Here's hoping that I don't get fined. Pass me the Skittles, but not the ayahuasca, as we are rolling with the Stanford Cardinal.